oxygen, yes, may mo daw. Kinahanglan may oxygen. Yes, that's correct. But why? What happens to your body if you don't breathe? Aside from the obvious mamatay ka. What do you think happens to your body if you cease to breathe or dili kang ginhawa? So, may tamos mong body. We shut down your body. Very good. Why? Diba? We even have conflicting things, right? Mayroon game mo, Doc, mainom kong antioxidants para dili mo oxidize ang cells. But in the end of the day, if you stop breathing, your cells will stop being oxidized. Pamatay na mo ka. Gusto ka dyan. Ano man, why do you need oxygen that much? Why do you think so? Okay, ako na target ako sa balita. Ha? Why do you think so? Ano man, kinahanglan ng buta na we need oxygen to breathe. Anyone? Wala yung volunteer? Because you need oxygen for one thing and one thing only. You need it for energy. Without oxygen, your cells will lose their ability to synthesize or create energy. Or in the cellular world, where we'll be talking about ATP. So no oxygen, no ATP. Yes, your body can create ATP without oxygen, but in a very minute amount. Kung saan basta ko? 2 versus 34. Ato yung nasa 34. And for that 34 to happen, for 34 ATP to be produced, you need oxygen as the electron acceptor. Okay, so one of the oxygen na suya mitochondria, it serves as the electron acceptor. Okay? That is why you need the respiratory system to make sure that that flow of oxygen is available and there is also an exit of carbon dioxide. Okay? Kabawan mo, carbon dioxide is a very gentle gas. You know that? Ako diha, do you know that? It's even been proven that it's not proven that it is practiced. In the other countries, they don't anymore do the stunning thing. Diba? Kuntihan na to ang baboy so that you mainly slaughter it. You know what in other countries they do? They use carbon dioxide. Yes, literally, butang ang baboy sa carbon dioxide, then the room is filled with carbon dioxide. Literally, butog ang baboy din ang mata. That's how deadly carbon dioxide is. And your respiratory system makes sure that that amount of carbon dioxide does not happen to you or does leave your body. Imagine ka, ganahan ka, kung mausap yung respiratory system, matugay ka kung mata. Okay? So the primary function of respiratory system is the transport of oxygen and carbon dioxide between the tissue and the outside environment. Okay? So that's the primary function. Although, there are some functions of your respiratory system such as it maintains your acid-base balance. Okay? So kita mo na, if you are having acidosis or alkalosis, usually alkalosis na, especially if na-stress mo ka man, ma-stress mo sa mga itong sauban. They get a paper bag and they breathe through it. Okay? That is a vital function of your respiratory system. Then acts as a form of thermal regulation. We all know that in dogs, even in pigs, ako experience ako na, kung paspas pag ginhawa ang pig, does not always say it's pneumonia. Especially kung nanas ka, ang baboy, paspas pag ginhawa, di ba yung ko? So maybe pneumonia na, kung paspas pag ginhawa ang baboy trap. It's just stress. Because some animals like the pig do not have sweat glands. So if you do not have sweat glands, you need what? You need to breathe fast in order to regulate your temperature. So in short, the respiratory system can also be used as a thermoregulatory organ or system. So external parts of the respiratory system, you have your nose or your larynx, your nasopharynx, your larynx and your syrinx, your trachea and your bronchi. Okay? So, when we talk about the external parts, doon na naman nasa sunod ko ba? Okay? Yes. Because these external parts are also termed as the dead airspace. What's the dead airspace though? Dead airspace refers to the area of the respiratory system where no gas exchange occurs. From your nose to your bronchi, to your bronchioles, there is no gas exchange happening. Okay? So that is why, students, the functional unit of the respiratory system will always be the alveoli. Never any of these cells will be part of your functional unit because, like I said, the respiratory system deals with the exchange of gases between the body and the rest of the environment. Since this is the dead airspace, no gas exchange happens to them, meaning ang functional unit of the respiratory system will always be the alveoli because gas exchange only happens in the alveoli. Okay, in the respiratory system. By the way, alveoli, and you have also your alveolus. Okay, plural singular. So let us first go with the nose. Okay, but before we go to the nose, look at me, students. Do this 3 times. Please do that. It hurts, right? You feel discomfort in your nose. Okay? So later you will know. The nose of domestic animal comprises the parts of the face or the rostral part. When we're dealing with the nose of the animal, we're always dealing with the rostral part. Okay? The rostrum, di ba? In your anatomy, if mayroon galing rostral to that, so meaning it is the area going to the nose, right? Okay? Ang rostrum, kaya ang pista na siya, ha? Okay? Kasi nga di rostrum. Di rostrum. Yeah, okay? So, wala siya. Pista na siya, ha? So, what? The nose of domestic animal comprises the parts of the face, rostral to the eyes, and the dorsal to the mouth. The external nares or nostrils are extended openings of the respiratory tract. Their size and shape highly variable among domestic farm animals and are largely dictated by the nasal cartilage. Diba? Kita mo in between your two nose, there is a structure there, the nasal philtrum, right? Or the nasal septum. Ang sa gawas, ang makita ninyo kanang diri is tako ni mong bayan na mga hindi pa inananis no feel, ha? So, ang kanang inyong nakita diri, that is the philtrum, right? So, that is made up of cartilage. Okay? So, mga students, kung dali na kayo tawag pa, nose lift, okay? It's made up of cartilage. It's the softest, most malleable part of your body. Okay, so kung ganahan ka mo yung ilong, Michael Jackson na level of so, you can do a nose lift because it is made up of cartilage. Most of the problema, students, if somebody were to punch you in the nose, dali sa ganyan, hiwi. Now, necessarily daw, na kayo sound na. Diba? Because it is made up of cartilage. So, sa iyo, dili dapat siyang puto. It's made up of cartilage. So, then again, do not expect Hollywood to be scientifically correct. Okay. So, in some instances, such as the pig, there's also what you call the rostral bone or the os. Rostral. Rostrine. Okay, rostrine. Okay. So the nasal cavity. So after your nose, inside the nose is a hollow structure called the nasal cavity. Okay. So the nasal cavity is lined with mucus, right? Okay. So after this class, you stick your finger to your nose and check if sakto ba yung gingo ni Doc Phil. But don't do it now. Nagkawag ba si Kuan? Pero I say is, you test it after class na lang, okay? But we all know, it's not very obvious, that the nasal cavity is lined with mucous membranes that cover a number of straw-like concave. Diba? Did you see this in your anatomy? Picture, right? As in yung compa, right? Sa baboy, ako yung gingan din ako sinuksan na dapat magbuak yun mo sa there is a baboy to look at the turbinates. Okay? Or the kuwangka. Okay? Remember what I did earlier na pag-ana ninyo, it was sakit, right? It is painful because as air tries to enter your nose, as air tries to enter your nose, there is a force. There is a turbulence of air, or there is force carried by the air. The kuwangka is the reason why your nose does not hurt every time you breathe. Unless, of course, you forcefully breathe mo ng sakit. Okay? Because the kuwangka are bony turbinates. Another name for the kuwangka is the turbinates. Okay? They are bone-like rigid structures that control the turbulence of air. So meaning they dampen the air to make sure that the air is not that forceful when entering the rest of your respiratory system. Okay? So it's one of the only hard parts of your respiratory system. Meaning it is a bony structure. Okay? Students, you also need to emphasize that the kuwangka or the nasal turbinates has a diagnostic function. Okay? It is used to identify Bordetella bronchoseptica and Pasteurella multocida infection in swine. Okay? So, mga naamong buhat ng students, kung mag-ihaw ni yung baboy, usually Doc Phil does it, katong naman ko sa farm, every 3 months, I would get the slaughter pigs. Pangayoon ako, not really, loli ang nasa nako. Waon ako ulo sa baboy, ako ang kanag-ihaw na ha. So, hiwaon na ako diri sa first premolar na level, then to check the turbinates. Wala na yung turbinates ang iro naman ang baboy. So, it is a good sign that there is Pasteurella multocida. Okay? So, grabe kayo na pag-measure. Like, to a level na ako nag-measure using a caliper. Okay? It has been shown that any decrease by 1 mm increase in the diameter of the concha is indicative of Bordetella bronchoseptica. May lang Bordetella. May lang multocida kasi it's a normal one. But Bordetella, very dangerous na mga pathogens. Okay? You will learn more of that when you reach your bacteriology. Okay? The vascular, aside from the turbinates, the mucous membranes covering this concha helps to warm the air. Okay? So aside from the turbinates, there is something called the nasal plexuses. Okay, what is the nasal plexuses? I think it's in the next slide. Okay, later na. Okay? So later on, we will discuss the nasal plexuses. The mucous membrane investing in the ethmoidal concave is the olfactory epithelium. Remember what I said about the nasal valve? Or the olfactory valve? It is found in near the structure of the concha. Okay? So what happens is, the first cranial nerve actually creates the nasal valve. So it is a dendritic structure that allows you to perform olfactory sensing. Diba? Okay, nung doon ko sa Fish 1. Diba? So the there's an opening of the nose called the nostrils. Or sometimes in other books, it's also called as the nares, ang opening sa nose. Okay? In some people, makontrol nila. In some animals, dili. Okay? Diba? Ano bang classmate tayo? Ana din, o ba sa kiro kayo? Ganaana sa sila nose. Sige, katawa din mo sa likod. Paitan mo, tondo na rin ilong eh. Okay, that contains the goblet cells that produce mucus. So we all know that, diba, later na nalagyan niyo, stick in yung fingers in your nose to check if correct when you ipangito ni Doc Phil. Okay? Pero, it contains goblet cells that produce mucus. Diba? So may mucus there. So goblet cells, they're called goblet cells because mura mo siya katong himnan na ni Thor or ni Harry Potter, diba? Kita mo na mura, chalice lang. That's why it's called goblet. Okay? Next, microscopic image of the tissue contains hair-like projections called cilia. Okay? So when you check out the surface of the epithelial cell of the nose, it is surrounded by hair-like structures called cilia. Okay? Cilia helps trap foreign debris from entering the lungs. Okay, so kung hair-like projections, always remember students that in physiology gani, if there is a hair-like projection or finger-like protrusion, that does one thing and one thing only, and that increases the surface area. Okay? And once there is an increase in surface area, it helps trap the substances. Okay? Don't worry, later on you will also encounter cilia in the, or cilia or finger-like projections or villi in the GIT tract. So later na lang. Basta it does one thing, it increases the surface area. Okay? Next. The nose contains a plexuses of blood vessels. So there is something called the nasal plexus. Remember what I told you about the cuanca? The cuanca is lined with a nasal plexus. Doc, what does it mean to be a nasal? To have nasal plexuses. So, pasabot na Doc. Meaning students, if there is, this is the structure of your kuan, this is the structure of your cuanca, diba? It's a ridge-like structure. It is lined with blood vessels that form a web-like pattern. That is why it's called a plexus. Meaning, your nose is highly vascularized. Okay? Meaning, naadihay mga structures found in the cuanca. Okay? The nasal plexus. The nasal plexus does one thing and one thing only. They help humidify the air. Meaning, they warm and humidify the air. Meaning, para exude sa inyong kuan, exude sa inyong ilong, hindi ka siya dry. Right? So, may naka-add to the Arctic or ng mga snowy country. Diba? Bantay mo ni Rudolph? Kung saan may naan ni Rudolph? Red nose si Rudolph na na-irritate ang yung ilong because he's living in the North Pole. Okay? Because na-overwork ang nasal plexuses ni Rudolph. If your area is cold, your nasal plexuses will managhan sila because of it needs to humidify the air. That is why Rudolph has a red-nosed reindeer. Or basig na siya infectious laryngotracheitis caused by herpes virus in ear or ruminants. Okay, ruminant na siya Rudolph. I would prefer the official reason than the medicine reason. Okay? Okay, students, the nasal plexus is also responsible that if you were to be punched in the nose, so you would get epistaxis. Wala na yung nosebleed na starting today. Doc, nag-nosebleed to the blow. Doc, nag-epistaxis. Right? Diba? Very common nowadays. Dogs with thrombocytopenia, low platelet counts, actually experience nosebleeds. Because, like I said, there is a lot of blood vessels found in your nasal plexuses. Okay? Or your nasal plexus is actually a blood vessel. Okay? So, mag-epistaxis ng uban. Very deadly. Okay? The nose is also considered an olfactory organ. Kung spelling ng olfactory, you know. Okay? We already explained that. And the nose contains IgA. Ano man IgA though? Why can't it be IgG? Kaya nila yung ruminant to. Milk niya ang istorya. Always remember students that when we're dealing with surface epithelium, meaning mga surfaces that are epithelial surfaces, IgA dyan ang bida. Because IgA acts like small landmines, okay, in the surface of the epithelium. Once the bacteria touches that area there, it will be considered, it will become inert, or meaning it will become, sa tawagan it will become kanang ma-disable gani. Diba? We all know the function of kanang antibodies, right? So once ganit ang antibody mag-meet ni antigen, once may tabo. Yes, Dr. Terry. No. So may tabo. Kung antibody meets an antigen, man-neutralize siya. So that is why IgA is very important because it can neutralize any type of pathogen trying to enter your nasal mucosa. Okay? So, IgA yun na siya. And of course, mucin, it also gives the antibacterial property of mucus. Okay? Next is the farthest part of the respiratory tract, the pharynx. Get it? Joke si Dr. Pharynx, layo ba? May pharynx siya. Diba? Kung doon, larynx. What? It's nice. The pharynx is a common soft tissue conduit for food and air, lying caudal to the oral and nasal cavities. Opening into the pharynx include the two caudal nares. Okay? Two auditory tubes, also known as the eustachian tubes. Diba? We all know your ears are connected to your pharynx via the eustachian tube or your auditory tube. Eustachian tube. E-U-S-T-A-C-I-A-N. Eustachian tube. Okay? Or also known as your auditory tube. Ano ito mga guys, the structure? That is why students, animals experiencing very common in dogs and cats, kaya huwag yung mga dulugan. Animals experiencing ear problems will often experience pneumonia as well. Because there is a chance that the bacteria that causes your auditory problems is also the same bacteria that can go into your lungs and cause pneumonia. Because like I said, your ears and your mouth are connected by your eustachian tube. And the opening of the eustachian tube is found in the pharynx. Okay? That's why important thing in the pharynx. Okay? So the walls of the pharynx are supported by striated muscles. So, striated muscles, also siya? Skeletal. That is why you could always, when you swallow, you can control your swallowing or your deglutition. Okay? Okay, so another medical term for swallowing is deglutition. Okay? So, and very importantly, the pharynx also works with your phonation. Diba? Even the nares actually work with phonation, di ba? Kabantay mo, isa may idol ni Daytok na singer. Isa may idol ni Daytok na singer. You notice, ang mga nindot kay tingong. Di ba? Di ba? Kaya mo kabantay mo na. Kailan mo ni Michael Bolton, tanawang ilong ni Michael Bolton. Right? Indun kay ilong si Michael Bolton, di ba? Kung taas kay ilong, something has to do with nose and your voice. Di ba? Labi na si Michael Bolton mo kanta, ang iyang ilong mo resonate mo yung iyang baba. Gana yan, di ba? So, si Michael Jackson said, beep, beep. Pero taas mo nila, ilong daan si Michael Jackson. Kada, ang buwan mo niya, ang kanila magbigay ng ipahain niya. Pero ang buwang ka, resonate sa na, di ba? Karang isa may mga singer na yung may kanta ba? Ay, of course, hapin. Di ba, hapin? Nama na kayo. Sa kanara. Di ba, kanang magstorya ka na, pag-il sa mga ilong, di ba? I don't know. Ay, si Kenza. Hindi mo relate kayo, wala dyan kayo talent, anak. Okay? When it comes to arts, wala dyan kayo talent, anak. Okay? Martial arts and Judana. Para ninyo, martial art mo sana, di ba? Di ba? Your body of your enemy is the canvas. You shall inflict pain. Okay. So, very important ang pharynx, ha? So, students, for now, we'll be dealing with the nasopharynx na. Okay? So, the nasopharynx connects the nose and the rest of the throat. By the way, what organ separates, ha? Okay. So, what organ separates your nasal cavity from your buccal cavity? Ano na structure, Ms. Gomez? So, it's separated by your palate. You have two types of palates, the soft and the hard. Okay? So, what are yung structure? The floor of the nasal cavity is your palate. Okay? And the palate separates your buccal cavity from your nasal cavity. Okay? So, today we'll be discussing lang the nasopharynx. Ang oropharynx, later na lang nasa digestive na nasa. Because of all the pharyngeal structures, your nasopharynx, oropharynx, and your pharynx, nasopharynx is only the one that deals with air. Okay? So connects the nose to the rest of the throat. Contains structure called the tonsils. Okay? Diba? Ilan naman mong tonsil, right? So naging na ninyo yung rason. Dok, tingko ka, duty rin ko kay tonsillitis. O niya, nagilig mo ko, so may labot mag-tonsillitis kasi kung feel may mag-storya. Diba? Anyway, so contains tonsils that become inflamed when pathogens try to enter the lungs. So we all know that your tonsils have a protective function. Diba? They're part of your mouth. You know what your mouth is? Your mucus-associated lymphatic tissue. Okay? So the tonsil students form a ring-like structure called the rings of Waldeyer. Is that all? They form a ring-like structure called the ring of Waldeyer. Yes, it's named after a person. Okay? So, the rings of Waldeyer, the Isles of Schlem, something like the Montgommery cells. Yes, they are named after. When you think about it, even as an anatomist, Montgommery is actually a pathologist. Anyway, so the nasopharynx forms a circle called the ring of Waldeyer. Very important, students, that you should know the location of the tonsils of each and every animal, because aside from the turbinates that have diagnostic capabilities, the tonsils are also having its own diagnostic capabilities. Because most of the pathogen that try to enter the body first has to proliferate in the tonsils. Una, if you don't feel the mag-necropsy yung baboy, you have to cut dire sa baboy so that you can visualize the tonsils. Pag kumbagay na ang tonsils sa imong baboy, kabahan ka na talaga. Okay? It is a lot of diseases with AIDS that are very significant actually first starts as inflamed tonsils. Okay? Sabi na hemorrhagic ng tonsils, be very afraid. Be very, very afraid. Okay? The ring of, okay, so let's continue. So this is the picture. It's a drawing. Okay? Wala pa mga nino, bago mo na akong gina-update. Okay? Okay, next is the larynx. The larynx. Okay? So, point of your larynx. So, kung asa yung inihaw ka dyan sa akong gentleman, start sa inyong larynx. Okay? So, the larynx is the gatekeeper to the entrance of the trachea. Okay? It maintains a rigid box-like shape. So, diba, when you touch it, it's a box-like rigid structure, right? So, box-like shape of paired and unpaired cartilages. So, sa anatomy, diba, ginatuluan mo kung sa ito na laryngeal folds of paired o unpaired, right? So, dili na kayo madiscuss na. So, that are moved relative to one another by serrated laryngeal muscles. Okay, that is why you can control your voice, right? Like, oh, or because of your larynx has striated musculature, meaning skeletal muscle na yaman siya. The larynx's primary function is to regulate the size of the airway and to protect it by closing to prevent substances other than air from entering. Okay? So remember that the level of the pharynx, the pharynx is both a passageway of both air and food, right? So it's very important, student, that your larynx is functional. Yan naman. Because it prevents your food and your water from entering the respiratory na itong larynx or whatever. Or nasayo si Daito. Ang tubo para ang NGP, ang gastric tube, dibutang sa larynx ni Daito. So meaning, tanang food, yan to sa iyang lungs. You will suffer a condition called aspiration. Okay? Diba? Isa may naka-assist ring filter, isa may unang pagutana sa patient. Dok, kung iring dok na di-like dito, kanus ang makakaon? Why does it matter? Kanus ang makakaon? Mga mo ka na wonder, anak. Nga magpupira, magpuput man si Doc Fail, anak. Anyway, mangutana nila sila, Dok, ano sa amang ka makakaon? Ang animal, ano sa amang makakaon? Sabi yung ito ba? Ako mo nag-wonder sa reason na particular kaya na silang Dok, na after surgery, ano sa amang makakaon? Kabaw ko sa gibasihan na ano sa amang makakaon? One, usa sa gibasihan na is to make sure that after the anesthesia, or in anesthetized mode, there's a chance your larynx will become paralyzed. Especially if ang anesthesia gamiton is through the or magtaod of endotracheal tubes. Okay? Natarong tingin sa amin ang o kasi pagpapayan sa Nico. Anyway, so students, one thing you have to notice is that there should be before ang push out na patient, you have to make sure ilang larynx kay function na. Okay? Kaya dili na mo function mo nang pakanon na i-chance ang gikaon sa animal mo ato sa kanang iyahang lungs. Okay? So, it will suffer a condition called aspiration pneumonia. So mga students, dapat you have to make sure the larynx are already expanded. Okay? Secondly, kano sa mo close ang larynx? When you deglutate or when you swallow. Okay? Ikaw, Miss Laura, sa ba? Nakabot pa ka sa una? Magamit ng ice chips? Yes. So students, before, basta mag-insert kayo ng tube sa stomach, dapat muagim na sa baba, right? Sa ilong, then sa baba. So among buhaton na students, we have to make sure that that stomach or that tube doesn't enter the lungs. So among buhaton na is, we make the animal swallow. Pero di pa, sumbok rin mong iro na, swallow, swallow, dili. Okay, so you have to elicit the swallowing reflex. So, buhato ng mga anak, buntangan na mong gamay ng ice chips, bakbak sa animal. Or, kung daghan mo, pwede ka magsugo og tao na masigilag hinay-hinay o butang o water while nag-insert ka sa tube. It will make sure that during the insertion process, of course, kung na water or something sa imong bakbak, so may reaction sa iyo. Bulakoy, right? So, when the animal does that, dapat magkuhan sila, magsige silang swallow to close the laryngeal air, the larynx in order so that that tube will not go to the larynx but will instead go to the sa esophagus. Okay? By the way, students, what instrument do you use to visualize the larynx? The laryngoscope. Okay? Mauna, mag-insert kang tubo para ginhawa. Padung sa kuan sa animal, very common nowadays because intubation of an animal is a day one competency for a vet nowadays. Okay, sa akong time, storya rin yung tao na akong tulong na kainana. Pero karon, dapat, the moment you graduate, you should be able to insert a laryngeal tube. Okay, pag-ulo na lang mo nilang kuan na, I'm not really that expert, sir. So, dapat maka-insert yung laryngeal tube. Okay? Parang laryngeal tube, baboy. Pero anyway, you ask a small animal practitioner na people, may na sila ma-insert of laryngeal tube. Okay? Okay, very important student, especially if you are students, when you choke on something, mga food, usually ang kanang larynx ang mutsalo na. Ha? So what do you call the specific part of the larynx that does this? The glottis, or the epiglottis. Okay? So you be careful. Dapat ha, okay? The larynx, or the voice box separate the throat and the trachea and the esophagus. Acts as the material guardian of the respiratory system, acts as an organ of phonation. Okay? So, always remember students, when dealing with larynx versus syrinx, kung ngayon yan ang larynx students, it is a flap-like structures. Diba? Kung ngayon larynx, it is made up of a flap-like structure. When you say syrinx students, it is made up of a complex tube-like structure. Okay? Students, pagkutanan mo, asa may mas effective, larynx or syrinx when it comes to phonation?
Syrinx.
The syrinx will always beat the larynx when it comes to phonation because of the tube-like structure. Okay, that is why most birds can follow our speech, but not all of us can follow the speech of the bird. Diba? Bantay mo sa parrot, kung sa imong istorya sa parrot, masunod sa parrot, right? Pero kita kasunod sa giingon sa parrot. Okay, diba? Si Doc Phil ang tingog sa bird ni Doc Phil, ka! Diba? Pero ang birds, they can do it no problem because their syrinx is more efficient or more sophisticated. Okay? Saan lang siya? Okay. Sorry. Next is the trachea. The trachea is also called your windpipe. So guys, students, tanong mo tulis yung ligaw. Kanidiri, the hard part and eye ridges, that is the trachea. Okay? So ang box-like structure sa taas, that is your larynx. The one that has ridges is called your trachea. Okay? The trachea extends from the caudal end of the larynx to the bronchi. It is formed by a series of C-shaped hyaline tracheal cartilage that provide a cross-sectional rigidity to resist collapse, and also joined by another elastic annular ligaments. Okay? There's pamayoy go eraser o whiteboard marker, please. Thank you. So students, the trachea is a rigid structure. Okay? It is made up of C-shaped cartilage with annular ligaments. So if this is the kita naman ng trachea, right? So yung anatomy, right? So kita mo na, if ever na rigid structure, in between the rigid structure are annular cartilages. Okay? So this is also called your windpipe. Okay? So unsa may agmuagi diha? So from your mouth to your pharynx, it is mixed, right? Your larynx will prevent food from entering your windpipe, right? So that starting from the opening of the end of the larynx is your trachea. That is why starting from the trachea below, that is already strictly a passageway for air. Okay? Yes. Thank you. So it's already a passageway of air. Okay? So dapat air lang. That is why students, kita mo ng mga old action movies before, anaon sa bida ang even right now, mga ladies, nagaling mong kuhanin yung tracheal strap. Diba? Okay? Gahi ang trachea, mas gahi man inyong kamot. Okay? That is why the mga kubrabida no? Mga na daw. Kukalak sa yung trachea. Okay? Students, you also need to know that for mammalians, our tracheal rings are shaped in C-shape or C-shaped atong tracheal rings. Why do you think so? Why do you think that our trachea is C-shaped? Look, ano nila man full, ring-like birds. Ang birds, kaya nasa like ring-like trachea. Ato is only C-shaped, birds are ring. Ano naman? Why do you think so? Ano ko wonder ano? Because students, for mammals, it is to accommodate the esophagus. Because if this is the C-shaped trachea, directly on this area is the esophagus. There are two separate tubes. Okay? So, basta, if this is the trachea, and this is the esophagus at trachea, mag-iibog sila ko sa mga drawing. So, if this is your trachea, your esophagus will be next. Magtapot yun na silang diba, guys. Ha? Magtapot yun na silang diba. So that is why, once gani na ay problem sa yung esophagus, automatic na din yung problem mo. So, as your food tries to enter here, then na problem ng imong trachea, maglisod yung swallow. Because tapad na din na silang diba. Okay? So, injury to the trachea will result in dysphagia. Automatic nila siya. Maglisod ang kaon ng animal. Okay? Especially kung mabunog ang trachea. So, students, the C-shapes are there to accommodate the esophagus. If you're going to eat something big or imong bolus, tako, it has to be accommodated by the trachea. Okay? For birds, on the other hand, they have a perfect C-shaped cartilage. Okay? I don't know sa nano ang birds, dili ma-injure na nila ang trachea when they eat something big. And to think ang birds, walay lipon. Meaning, when they swallow something, they swallow it whole. Okay? I think it's more on evolution sila. Because when you swallow something whole, you need the whole thing rigid. Okay? So, maybe. I'm not sure. Okay? Okay, so the ligaments that permit the trachea considerable flexibility to follow movements of the neck. The dorsal side of the trachea is completed by connective tissue and the end trachealis, a smooth muscle whose tone affects the diameter of the trachea. So your trachealis muscle is the one that affects the diameter of your trachea. Important. So, one, if you're given a chance, nice question, the end trachealis muscle is considered what? Smooth or skeletal? I know that. What? It's considered smooth. Students, you cannot anymore control your trachea. Pero ang imong laryngeal muscles, striated or skeletal. That is why you can control the nature of your voice. Diba? Diba, Abeliana? Or Abeliana?
Abeliana.
Diba? Abeliana. Okay. So the trachea, the main passageway of air into the bronchi and lungs. Covered with hair-like structures, it still has cilia and is also covered by mucus. In many animals, it is C-shaped and composed of a cartilage accommodating esophagus. It's also called your windpipe. Okay? By the way, students, one of the reasons, gentlemen, that you should not smoke is because if you are constantly smoking, there's a chance you will kill the cilia in your respiratory tract. Okay? So if you smoke, there is a chance that debris can enter your respiratory tract. And usually, ang ma-irritate is ang trachea because the trachea is very sensitive to things that are trying to enter your lungs. Diba? Kabantay mo, if sige mong panigarilyo, magsige mong ubo-ubo. Don't kill. Pagpagkurang yan. It's because you lose the cilia. And ang trachea, dalira naman, anything. Okay? Weird pa dyan yung trachea, students, because it's one of the few organs sa respiratory tract na mabunog. Diyan? Oh, of course. When the web lives, of course, the air cannot anymore. And if you're putting your respiratory system at risk, that is why gamay na lang oxygen. Dili naman yung tanawa yung mga fingers, masugod na, purple, if ever you're doing too much. Okay? And remember, students, di ba? When you oxidize something, di ba? When you oxidize something with oxygen, it becomes carbon dioxide, right? Then, idagpot nyo sa sigarilyo, yun na nagsuyupon tanan. And the color of carbon dioxide is pink. Pink. Muna, kung purplish pink ang colors in your body, it's a combination of cyanosis and the carbon dioxide that you should inhale. Kabawa mo guys, every time magsumog mo, maglibog in your body. Na kung saan may siya dapat i-inhale mo, oxygen mo, so i-inhale mo carbon dioxide. And later on, when we reach the hypoxic drive, talagang ang urge na ito na maginhawa. Di ako makarealize na it's not a good thing na masigig inhale carbon dioxide. Okay? But, don't worry gentlemen, kabaw ko, important ka na sa inyo mag-smoke. Yes. Kabaw mo, kung wala tayo masyente sa hospital, so go lang ng go. Okay? Mami na akong email sa una. Before, paano ko, search ko ng hard sa una. So, usually, I get 3 to 4 patients with lung cancer. Very common nowadays, lung cancer. Okay, so sa una, ang mga lung cancer na, coal miners na, kung ganun na yung mga chemicals na work sa ilang trabaho. But right now, very young, mga 30s, 40s, kanang lung cancer is very common nowadays. So, muna sila, ma-admit ka Lunes, by Sunday, that's discharge na sila. Okay? So, be careful mo students ha. Then, kamusan, safe ra dahil ko no, kaya ko manigarilyo. Actually, second hand and third hand smoking is more dangerous than first hand. Na naman, igsoyop sa nanigarilyo, na may filter. Kamuha. So, I would try to avoid people na manigarilyo. There's such a thing as third hand smoking. So, the thought lang na, sige silang manigarilyo, ang aso, mag-cover break ka sa aso, di ba? So, the chemicals that cause carcinoma are there. Kaya nung mo ni Miriam Defensor, Tiago, siya dili manigarilyo, no? Pero she died of lung cancer. You know why? Kasi may hilig sa umang abogado. Manigarilyo. And you hang out with people that gusto manigarilyo. So, reason na sa inyo. Yeah? You think ibalaon na dili ka patakang manigarilyo for a reason? Dili ba pa-char-char na mga kwarta ang gobyerno? There's a reason for that. Studies have shown that third hand smoking is more dangerous than first hand. Okay? So, ano na muna? Okay? Dili mo ka-relate. Okay, dili mo manigarilyo. Okay? Kaya, kinahanglan na guys, Doc Phil, taas ang hangin. Diba? Ha? Sa istorya. Mao dyan, usa sa dyan sa reason. So, una, si Doc Phil, mudagan ng 10K, wayan na malindang. Karoon, mag-lesson naging 3K na gano'n. Okay? So, most of the students, if ganahan mo mag-athlete or importante man sa vet na physically fit ta, so hinahinay lang ta sa sigarilyo, ha? Okay. Di nakadakop sa baboy, di nakadakop sa baka. Diba? Remember students, ha? Humans are persistent hunters. Masabot mo sa masabot, anak? What we lack in speed, ato ng daugod na sige tagbukod sa itong animal at kapuyon sila. So, kung sige mo panigarilyo, yun yung magbukod. Kamu nagbukurod. Okay, next is bronchi. Bronchi students are still part of the dead air space. Okay? Their primary function is to conducting tubes of air which branch out to the structure of the lungs and terminate into smaller structure called bronchioles. Okay? The organs may become inflamed and full of mucus, a condition known as bronchitis. Okay? So very deadly, right? We all know that bronchitis is a very common one. Balik ko sa that. What's the most common cause of bronchitis? Smoking. Yes, chronic bronchitis is caused by smoking. Okay? That is why once you can smoke, your bronchioles become irritated with the heat and the chemicals and the kanang i-inhale yun na hot air, mga na ma-inflame. Mga na, kung sige mong sigarilyo, dito na pundang inyong ubo. Okay? So, very fun. You have to consider these things. So, this is the one. So, kailangan mo carina, right? So, kung bifurcation of the bronchi, the middle one is called the carina. Okay, dili carina ha? Carina. So some of the one, the ruminants and the pigs have additional tracheal bronchus arising to the cranial. Guys, it's more on the anatomy hands. Hindi na kayo maglabot na niya. Next, dead air space.
Dear airspace.
Shit. Gano'n ba ito ko sa kung gano'n mo ginala sila po po? Dahil ko na ako ginala. Anyway, basta dead air space. It is the area of the respiratory system where gas exchange does not occur. Okay? So it starts with the nares, the nostrils, and ends with the terminal bronchitis or bronchioles. Okay? Yan ang basta. So the lungs. So by the way, students, do birds have lungs? Yes, ha? So sa may analogous of birds. So if you have, so ngayon mo analogous, example, natay lungs. Kung sa may analogous of birds, lungs po. The air sacs are commonly analogous of cranial functions. The air sacs of birds is actually our diaphragm. What may diaphragm ng bird? Okay, although nasally organ na ako separate does not function like our diaphragm. Okay? Asa man ang gas ang air sacs sa bird? Is it a dead air space? Huwag mo na wonder na. The air sacs of birds, are they considered dead air space? Yes or no?
No.
Yes. Ano niya? Anyway, basahin ko sa lungs. May picture na rin. Okay, so what are lungs? So this is the organ where air exchange occurs. Okay? Okay, students, nga naman, mayroon tayo na din airspace ang air sacs. Okay, students, the primary function of your air sac is to promote ventilation. Do you know what ventilation is? It is the movement of gases. Okay? So if this is the lung of the bird, Okay, so students, bilang air sac ng bird? 6. 8. Anyway, let's just say it like this. Okay, so di ba? Maunay cerebro. Right? So students, also may gamit ng air sac. Students, air sacs are just unique structures that help with ventilation. So, ano ventilation daw? Ventilation is the movement of air. Okay? When somebody tells you ventilator, it's just something that helps move air. Okay? Ventilation does not equate gas exchange. That is why students in birds, their organ of gas exchange will always and still be their lungs. Ang ganang air sacs, they are just organs for ventilation. They allow the air movement of air. They are still considered part of your daily space. Huh? What the one does is that they create the negative pressure students. The air sacs create the negative pressure. So what happens when there is negative pressure? Air tries to enter. Okay? Once that happens, students, exhaust sa air sac, ang lungs, mainggo siya sa air. Right? So, ano ka sa lungs, makakuha siya air, right? Mag-gas exchange niya. Balik ka sa ano ka sa igawas na sa air, ang lungs is maigo na gapon siya o kana tawag ka ng air. So what happens is the air sacs are there to make sure that the air in the respiratory system of the birds are constantly moving. Or in short, the bird is ventilating. Okay? That is why kung ma-injure nila ang air sac, automatic mag-isod yung hawa ang bird. Ha? Especially kaya magtali, di ba? Maigo ang air sac, maanan sa buwang. So, mag-isod yung hawa ang bird. Okay? So, wala na. Dinin na sila ang nalubos with each other na. So, next is we will discuss the pleura. The pleura, students, is the outer covering of the lungs. The small surface of the pleura are lubricated with scant amounts of serous fluid, facilitating the pond, or sometimes called the pleural. So, itawagan ng fluid yan, pleural transudate. Hindi lagi exudate. Transudate. So, di na mo madawan ng pleural fluid. It should be pleural transudate. Okay. So in short, it is just the pleura is the outermost covering. Kita na mong pleura, wala pa. Makakita, students, in cadavers, it's very hard to look at the healthy pleura. Because indirectly, is attached to the lungs of the animal. We can see the pleura in instances where the animal has inflammation of the pleura. Makita na siya once there is inflammation. What do you call inflammation of the pleura? Pleuritis. Okay? Inflammation of the lungs. Pulmitis. It's called pneumonia. Ha? Ayaw mo kalimutan yan because pneumonia is the only inflammation without a is. Okay? So pneumonia, ha? Okay. So it's the pleura is very important, students, because always remember, in your chest or the chest of the animal, there are so many moving organs. The lungs move, the heart moves, diba? But it's a very small space. Okay? So the pleura helps ensure that those organs move in a frictionless environment. Meaning, sige glihok imong heart, sige glihok imong lungs, but dili na magkagasgas ang surface sa lungs sa heart because of the protective layer. So you have your pleura and you also have your, so ito sa heart, equivalent, outermost layer. The pericardium. Okay? Next, we will discuss the lung volumes. Or, kailangan mo break na kanila. Sige, break na 10 minutes ko.